Saturday marks exactly 10 years since 400,000 Yazidi people were forced out of their homes, killed or abducted, and forced into slavery by the Islamic State. At a gathering by Winnipeg's community at the Canadian Museum of Human Rights, a mother and daughter share their harrowing story and ongoing pleas for family reunification. It was a bittersweet day for the Yazidi community. As though they wanted to be together, all their thoughts were with loved ones, killed, captured, or missing. This is Ahalam Rafo. She and her mother, Abdul Babir Ilyas, have been pleading to bring the rest of their family members to Canada.
On
August 3rd of 2014, prior to that, I was living in a small village called Hardan in northern Iraq in the Shingal region. I was living with my 4 kids, my husband, and extended family, lived in a small, peaceful home, very happy, where my kids went to school, my husband went to work, until August 3rd of 2014 when ISIS swept through Yazidi villages and towns.
Ravo says when militants took control, villagers were forced to keep traveling to different places in Iraq and Syria, enduring airstrikes, inhumane conditions, and constant threats of execution.
They fed the women and the girls, ISIS militants, but they would not feed the men. And my youngest boy, every time ISIS brought around meals, anything he could pocket, he would put in his pocket and say, I will take it, I will save it for my father, because he hasn't eaten in days.
It's a nightmare that continues to this day for Rafo. According to the UN Syria Commission of Inquiry, Yazidi girls and women have been auctioned off as slaves. Rafo says she's seen photos of her family posted online by ISIS for the same purpose. For some, including her husband, there's been no news.
He's held captive by ISIS. Last time I saw him was in 2015, and when we lived together in the village of Kocho, in ISIS captivity, and that's the last I've heard from him.
Do you know if he's still alive? Rafo's mother, Abdul Babir Ilyas, is hoping her pleas for family reunification are heard before news of another death in their family.
This is Swad, my daughter, and she didn't survive. Please help me reunite with my children and my grandchildren, and let this be the last tragic event that any Yazidi family faces in refugee camps.
In Winnipeg, Joanne Roberts, City News.